Pulling out the teeth trick. Be it the famous endurance acts or the amazing sleight of hand, magician Devid Blain can do anything to everything. Here you can see him checking the teeth of few people and then select a girl with a slightly longer tooth. He then pulls out few teeth of that girl in front of all the people. She even shows her missing teeth. Thereafter he amazingly brings back the missing teeth by just blowing air in her mouth to end this amazing act. So how did Devid make the teeth reappear back? Well, here's the secret. The girl that Devid selects is also in on this trick. You can make this out by observing that girl where you can see her giving cues to Devid. Now regarding the teeth being pulled out, well, the girl had a bunch of fake teeth already attached near the bottom of her real teeth and only looks like an extension of her teeth, also being the reason Devid wanted a girl with longer teeth. Here the girl lowers down her upper lip to cover the real teeth and show the fake teeth like they are her real ones. Devid then pulls out the two fake teeth. The missing tooth you see was a specially designed gimmick to create a final part. The girl had two more fake teeth folded up in the roof of her mouth just like a flip tooth. Also, the girl was able to push that fake teeth back and forth with her tongue. Now, when Devid blows air on her face, she pushed the two teeth in the roof of her mouth down into place with her tongue and then lowers her upper lip to make the teeth reappear back. Thereafter, another assistant pushed the girl. This was done so that girl had all the time to get rid of her fake teeth and eventually end this amazing act. Sponge ball trick. Julio Moreno, the sleight of hand magician, is a master of sponge ball magic in one of the episodes of Penn and Teller show. He performed quite a few tricks using the sponge balls to start off his act. He first magically appears sponge balls out of nowhere. Then he takes the sponge balls in his fist and magically causes them to vanish one by one before they magically reappear inside the ball. He then hands over two balls to the presenter and converts them into three. Finally, he keeps on converting the sponge balls into multiple balls out of nowhere. So how did he do it? Well, here's the secret. It requires a lot of patience and the key skills are palming the ball using your fingers, misdirection and sleight of hand also. Before the act started, he already set up his pockets and sleeves with sponges. The pockets were so loose that it's easier for him to reach into them. He also hid a sponge underneath the ball and in his hand. Now for the first part, to make the first two sponges appear inside the ball, he had already grabbed them from the hit in place and concealed it behind the closed fist and then only pretend to make the ball appear from the ball for the third sponge ball. Here he has that ball hidden in his left hand. Now during this moment, he grabbed the sponge with his right hand and then only had to pretend to magically make it appear. Further into the trick, he magically transfers the balls from his hand into the ball and brings them back. How is it possible? Well, when he puts the balls into his left hand, few balls stay in his right hand, which he then appears out of the ball, for instance, to make the third ball disappear. At this moment, he actually drops the balls from his left hand and down on the table and pretends to put the balls from his right hand onto the table as it stays in his hand. He then used the ball from his right hand to be the third ball. In the final part, he calls the presenter, hands him two balls and converts it into three. Well, for this trick, he actually puts three balls into her hand from the start and made it look like 2-1 balls hidden in his palm. While he gathered two balls from the table further to multiply the balls in her hand, he always loaded at least one ball in his hand in a clever way by reaching into the pocket, thereby always keeping the count of balls on the table, and this is how he fooled the judges.